Hey guys, welcome back to Snackcast. Scott, Kevin.
How are you guys?
How are you today?
I'm great, man.
Good. So what's the topic? Negative?
It's negative talk, but there's really two types of negative talk. There's self-talk, and then there's talk that others talk about you, what they perceive, right?
Which can be incredibly damaging, as we all know.
Yeah.
Why don't you start with like self-talk?
Yeah. Well, negative self-talk is that talk that comes from within, right? And it's, you will never improve. You're never good enough. And that negative self-talk it could have been given to you by your parents. It could be given to you by a sibling. It could be just through your experiences over the years, right? Where
bad relationships, bad significant others, who knows? But
it's transferred from them into you. I mean, I had great parents growing up, and they were always like positive feedback, positive. And then it really does something cool, right? It transforms from them over to you, right? To where they're no longer the person that's saying, hey, you're going to do great things, but you start talking about how you're going to do great things.
Well, let's talk about that. So there was a study where they took two different plants. You want to share about that?
No, go ahead.
So they took, I think it was maybe a kindergarten, first, second grade class, and over a period of time, they were instructed to talk to two separate plants. You can look this up on YouTube. It's all over the place. One of the plants wilted over whatever that time period was, and the other plant flourished. And the only difference was the nature of the language used with those plants. It sounds bizarre. I get it.
Right.
Look it up. It's very interesting. But literally the plant reacted to negative talk.
Right. The one plant was thriving and the other plant was like dripping down and drooling. It was really remarkable. And same environment, right? But yeah, talk can come, from you. It can come from others that don't know you, and it can come from others that know you, right? So why is it important? We alluded to the plant study, but there's also human studies done that when people talk positively to themselves, they tend to achieve their goals. It's why, you got Marine slogans. It's why you have slogans outside the Notre Dame locker room,
sure.
Right? Do great things today, because people want that feedback of like, man, I did something really good, and that drives.
There's actually even services, right, that you can sign up for and get your daily positive affirmation.
What was the mental one that we saw?
I'm going to draw a blank.
Cope Notes was it. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my table. But Cope Notes. And that's,
Jerry gets mad.
It was really cool.
Table.
And it was more for, I guess the gentleman had some mental issues. And
he had his own demons, yeah.
And he created he said, I used to place notes all over my computer screen and said, positive feedback and everything.
The mirror above his where he brushed his teeth, he put them all over in his car.
Yeah. And he felt like, he goes, I know it's stupid. I know I created these notes, but he said the feeling that I got from looking at these notes every day was very powerful. And
positive feedback loop.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something you can do. Set up little bite-sized affirmations, if you would, on a daily basis, right? I'm going to hit the gym today. I'm going to go for a 1-mile walk. I'm going to get my sneakers on, right? And when you achieve these things, reward yourself with positive feedback.
So I guess what you're getting at is you really just have to be proactively in front of setting positive affirmations for yourself. And really, I guess, learning to manage the potentially toxic relationships you do have.
Yeah, and especially those, I mean, you hit on that, the toxic relationships. Why do others give you negative talk? They desperately don't want you to succeed, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you succeed, that shines an even bigger light on them.
That's actually very deep psychology of people not wanting to be left behind. Whole nother discussion, but
it is. And I think that's it for today.
They want to pull you down with them, so as not to be left behind.
Stay positive, stay moving, stay talking to yourself in a kind fashion, ignore the noise.
And remember, Any ideas you have, send them to snackcast@yes.fit. We'll read them all. We will make them part of our daily 5 minutes.
Take care, guys.
See you.